Jeffrey Epstein, the disgraced financier and convicted sex offender, allegedly died in a New York jail in August 2019. But just 2 days before his death, he quietly signed a legal document that would decide the fate of his multi-million-dollar fortune. Newly released US Justice Department records have now revealed what that document had contained, who Epstein intended to benefit from his wealth, and where the victims of his crimes stand in this complex aftermath. The document Epstein signed was a 32-page trust known as the 1953 Trust, named after his birth year. It laid out how his estate was supposed to be distributed after his death. At that time, Epstein's wealth was estimated to run into hundreds of millions of dollars, built through years of opaque financial dealings and elite connections. The trust was created at a moment when Epstein was already facing federal challenges and charges for sex trafficking. Serious questions now are being raised at the intent and the timing of this document. According to the trust, the largest beneficiary was Epstein's then-girlfriend Karina Shuliak. The document stated that she was to receive $100 million, including a $50 million annuity, along with valuable personal assets such as a 33-carat diamond ring. She was also listed to inherit a significant portion of Epstein's properties, though many of those real estate holdings have since been sold off as a part of estate proceedings. Epstein's longtime personal lawyer, Darren Indiak, was also named to receive $50 million and was also appointed as the co-executor of the estate. Another co-executor, Epstein's in-house accountant Richard Ken, was also listed for $25 million. The trust also allocated $10 million each to Epstein's brother Mark Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, his longtime associate, who was later convicted for her role in Epstein's sex trafficking operation. Beyond these names, the document referenced more than 40 potential beneficiaries, many of whom remain unidentified due to the reductions in the released records. One notable inclusion was Harvard mathematician Martin Nowak, who was also listed to receive $5 million, although even his name was misspelled in this trust. However, what Epstein's will intended and what actually happened were two different things. Since his death, the value of Epstein's estate has dropped sharply. Legal costs, taxes, settlements, and compensation payments have significantly reduced the amount of money left. Lawyers representing the estate have made it clear that no beneficiary can receive any payout until all outstanding claims against the estate are resolved. This is where the victims come in. Epstein's trust itself does not make any direct provision for the hundreds of girls and young women who accused him of sexual abuse. Instead, after his death, the estate set up a compensation program to address survivor claims. Through this restitution program, millions of dollars have already been paid out to the victims, along with funding ongoing legal settlements related to Epstein's crimes. The estate's position is that victims' compensation takes priority over all other payouts. That means that individuals named in Epstein's will, no matter how large their listed inheritance is, will not receive money until survivor claims, legal fees, and tax obligations are fully settled. In practical terms, this also means that some beneficiaries may never receive what Epstein originally intended, because the estate may not have enough funds left for them to take. So all in all, Epstein's deathbed will reveals less about generosity and more about control. While it carefully named those closest to him as beneficiaries, it ignored the victims who suffered because of his actions.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.